husband, they happy saying, wife died, this man will love your wife like this, something like that. So, but all of a sudden, after the burial, this man broke down. He's looking so different, sitting down alone outside. For me, Sam, I think people should move on when they've lost someone. No matter how much you love the person, I think you should move on. In fact, even test the water. Check if you really love that person that died. Maybe you don't really love anyone, so the depth you think. You don't even know the depth to which you can love. Maybe the spouse that just left, that just died, you think you really love the person. Maybe test the water, check. Maybe if you can even love more than the person you love. So go ahead. Apart from that, even the person that died, your father that died, you want you to even go to move on. Enjoy life while you're still alive. But for me, I just want you to go and say, do you know that there are some spouses that are happy that when their spouses die? Yeah, as much as you know that some grief, there are some that are happy, they just want to move on, they're tired of the marriage. Some persons are enjoying marriage. Some spouses are wishing death for their spouses. This is the sad truth, and we cannot run away from it. But those that actually love, I want them to move on. Whether be it a man, be it a woman, maybe just give yourself time. Don't even go to take society's time. Let them not tell you, a woman is going to born for 5 years. Raise your children, let them grow up first before you find love again. No. Go ahead, even if it's 1 year, till find somebody you love again and want to with your children. Go ahead and live life again. Test the waters and see if maybe you can even love more than you've loved before. You really don't know. You may not know. Thank you, okay?
All right, thank you so much. So you're saying it will be a betrayal if the partner moves on after the demise of the spouse. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. We do appreciate you calling into the show. Keep the calls coming through 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. You can send a message to our WhatsApp number. The number is 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. If a spouse moves on after the demise of the spouse, can we say it's betrayal? Moving on is remarrying. Would we say that is betrayal? Join the conversation. 92.3. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Sonny, Engineer Sonny, Electrical Engineer and Marina Oji.
Welcome, Sonny. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my first time caller.
Congratulations. Thank you for calling. We do appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yes, my own opinion is when once a man loses his wife as a loved one, just like the last caller said, I must tell you the truth. You will not die. It will be a betrayal. But what I'm saying is that you have to move on your life and continue your life. But make sure that if you have the children, you take care of your children proper and move on with your life. You will not remain single. Maybe begin to die in silence or begin to letting people know that yes, you love your wife. But that will not stop you to get married and now. That's my own opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling, Engineer. We do appreciate you calling into the show. He feels that you can move on. So, in other words, to him, it's not a betrayal. If your spouse dies, you could just move on. So it doesn't, loving again doesn't mean you didn't love your late spouse enough. It just means that life continues. Life goes on. 92.3, good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Mr. Zion. Good afternoon to you.
Mr. Zion, hope you're doing great. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm doing great. And you, how are you doing?
My name is Okay. I'm always okay.
Okay, it's always okay. Double.
I'll go ahead with the contribution.
They took a vow on that day. They said until death do us part. True or false?
Very true.
Until death do us part. Not until divorce do us part. Until money do us part. until toxicity do us part, like they normally say. All those malicious and manipulative comments. No, sir. Until death. So if the spouse, maybe the wife or the husband, died, death have appeared. So, but in conscience, your spouse cannot die today and tomorrow you are collecting one mouth or careless. No, heaven will not forgive you. Yes, you know, this is a very funny generation. That even when their husbands are alive or their wives are alive, they are still collecting one mouth on careless. But once death is now involved, sensibility, conscience should let you know you must mourn this person. Why should you mourn this person? So that this next person you are going to meet don't spit on the memories of this former person, the late spouse. So you give them 3 months, 3 years, 6 years, as you can carry, as you love this person. Irrespective of the death you pronounce, both of you build a love story. You build a memory. You raise a monument for both of you to interpret. So for once, sit down, take a sober reflection, and build on the strata of that memories you build with that spouse. So go ahead after you have done mourning them. Sir, my mom mourned my father 25 years non-stop. Is it every woman that can do that? No. Some can mourn for just 2 years. Some can just mourn for even 3 days. Is that okay for you? But the most important thing, if death has occurred, you can move on, but don't move on too fast. But if it is this thing you people call divorce, this or that one, now allow you until one party must die before that person is being released to even get married to.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Zion, for calling. We appreciate your calling into the show. Keep the calls coming through 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can send a WhatsApp message to 0809-030-6416. We'll have a few messages on WhatsApp. Let's take them before we go back to the calls. Good day, 00. Why do you do that 00? When someone you love is lost, right? It's pertinent you mourn the person sometimes, like months, years, and thereafter you move on with your life. 00. That sounds somehow. Living life again after the demise of your spouse is not a betrayal, because you've given him or her enough mourning period to show a mark of respect for the lost. It doesn't mean that you don't love him or her, but then your life must move on, for you still have a life to live in. And this is from Pastor Sunday from Umebo. Pastor Sunday, it's 00, don't do 00 again. Thank you, Pastor Sunday. Hello, Mr. Okay, good afternoon to me. I really don't fancy moving on with another person after the demise of a loved one. I can only permit remarrying after death if they don't have any children. I see it as disrespect to remarry again, irrespective of the gender. I'm Emmanuel. Emmanuel, thank you so much for sending that one. 92.3, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. It's Mr. Cobb.
You need to speak out a little bit. I can barely hear you. What's your name again?
Mr. Cobb.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, if your loved ones pass on and you go and renew another one, still you do not commit any crime. Because the Bible told you until where they fear your past. So if they fear your past, if you see that the 1 month that you did.
Well, we're not saying you have committed a crime. We're only looking at it from a perspective if it looks like betrayal. For someone you say you love, the person is dead, you now start loving another person, saying the same nice things you said to A to B.
It's not a betrayal. If really you go the true channel way of marriage, you do not betray anybody. If to remarry is what will make you happy and forget so soon. You know, there's a lot of trauma when you lost your loved one. So if you see that they remarry immediately is what will make you to come back alive, my brother, you do not betray anybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you calling into the show. He says it's not betrayal. 92.3, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome, what's your name?
I'm Yadi Adil, calling from Aba in Aba.
Welcome, go ahead.
It is written, why do you search for the living among the dead? You can as well turn it around. Why do you search for the dead among the living? In another place, it is also written that the dead cannot praise Almighty. If you use Hebrew language to analyze this last statement, you can say what comes from the dead cannot help you to fulfill your objective on earth destined by Almighty. Now, if you decide to continue to mourn for the dead, like an Indian who left her mother, refusing to bury her for so many years, from time to time, you go in there and be sleeping with her mother. Definitely you have started worshipping the dead. But in Igbo culture, what normally happens is that you give birth and name one of your children the name of that person that died. If you love that person so much. Then if you have watched the movie, they call it, what's the name of this movie? Sunita and Vikram. Sunita and Vikram. That's the normal name we used to call that movie when we were in our childhood days. The lady died, and in fact, the man thought that the lady died, and the man built a house, a monument to remember the lady. If you love somebody so much, definitely you need to move on.
Okay.
Or you can do one thing or the other to remember the person. But if you go in excess, definitely it might turn into madness. Like they usually say,
Alright, thank you so much. I have to let you go. Our time is up, and that's all we have time for on the segment of the show. Remember, we're talking about betrayal, asking if one is betraying a late spouse if you move on. Does loving again mean you don't love your late spouse enough? And from the calls we've received, it seems like no, you can move on because life goes on. Love is powerful. We know loss is painful. We know loneliness is real. But if love was once a beautiful gift, can you say the person who lost want you to stay alone forever? The person you lost, rather, the person you lost, can you say the person who want you to stay alone forever? So tell me, is moving on a betrayal, or is it the heart choosing to leave again? Thank you so much for being part of the show. On the flip side of 1 o'clock, we should get into another discussion, still family based, and that has to do with should parents sacrifice their happiness for their children? At 1 o'clock, trending stories will come your way. My name is Okey Onwugbonu. Keep it locked on 92.3 Nigeria Info.